Today I am back at Haven, this time at Hopton, just down the coast from Great Yarmouth. And today we're doing something a little bit different, something that I've wanted to do for a while actually, which is to check out one of their Saver caravans. We've stayed in a few of their different caravans at different sites, but never ventured for the Saver option. So today I'm going to find out for you, is the Saver worth the saving? Let's go and have a look inside the caravan. So this is our caravan. Got no decking, of course, because it's a Saver. We've got these little steps going up. And it goes straight in. And I was expecting it to go into the lounge, but we actually go straight into the corridor. You can see the lounge here. But you go straight into a little narrow corridor. I'll try and show it you. It's a bit tricky, there's not much space to stand, but corridor with all the doors off. And then it goes round to the lounge. I'm used to the caravans where you walk in and the lounge is first. But anyway, let's have a look at the lounge and the kitchen area first. So we've got like a little kitchenette, and we've got our key is here. So we've got a key, we're at number 76 South Reach. So we have got a sink area here with a washing up bowl. I like it when they provide the washing up bowl. Some cupboard space, an oven, kettle and a toaster, which they always provide. I always like to check them though. Let's have a look. Kettle check, not too bad. Toasters, they're always a little bit rusty, a little bit old. Right, and the cupboards, so the ones underneath the sink, let's see what we've got. We've got a bin. That's another bonus, because sometimes there isn't one. And we've got some pots and pans and things. Okay, and then some drawers, so we've got cutlery. I've commented on this previously, where the second drawer down is always the bigger kitchen things. So they've got the cutlery in the top, and then they have like the big spoons and things. But they always line it up in a row like that. This has actually slid down a bit, but I like the way they do that. There must be some kind of, I don't know, a policy that the cleaners are told they have to do it like that. That seems to be an empty cupboard at the bottom. And then we'll just go on up. So in all the Havens I've stayed in, they seem to have the same white crockery, so bowls, small plates, big plates, and then they always have these egg cups, and they're always this same brand, Porcelain. And I do tend to ask this question, does anybody ever use them? We, as yet, have never used them. There are 8 there, though. I don't think we'll be needing 8. But yeah, just seeing if any of these cupboards at the top, oh, they do open. Ah, so that's where the glasses are. And the mugs and the tall glasses. Okay. Right, so that is all like the little kitchenette. Because it's a Saver, it is just sort of crammed into the lounge area there, but it's quite well positioned. And then you've got your lounge, TV there, the little cupboards at the bottom, haven't got anything in them. They have provided the little welcome card. I quite like these. These give you the information, so it tells you the park that you're at, the emergency numbers, make the most of your holiday, the entertainment and so on, how to get food, and you can order that food to your van, or you can go in or get takeaway, whatever. Tends to be similar things at these places if you haven't been to Haven before. So they have the Cook's fish and chips, tend to have Papa John's pizza, and they tend to have a kind of Wetherspoonsy style pub, which tends to have different names of the different ones. Anyway, we've got no patio doors or decking, but we've got this lovely wide window, little radiator, a bin, and then a little bit of artwork, which is quite similar to The last caravan we stayed in, which was at Kent Coast. If you haven't checked that video out, then do click the link to that one. We had a lovely time at the Kent Coast Haven, and they had these same paintings all around the place. So the sofa, we do like a wraparound sofa, and it has got one. It's got the wraparound sofa, and then it's got the little table there with a bench and a little pull-out stool, and then you've got a mirror there as well and a little window. So they have crammed a lot into quite a small space. Another radiator there as well. So just back off so you can see that. So it's actually quite a nice area. There is no carpet though. It is all through with the lino. Then there's a little area here, a microwave. That is definitely smaller than a standard size microwave. That's like a mini microwave. Actually, you could just fit a normal microwave in that space, but anyway, they've put a mini one there, and cupboard at the top which has nothing in it, and a little bit disappointed by this, but we can't complain for what we paid for this caravan. I will tell you the price at the end of the video, and I think if you don't know Haven prices and how they work, you may well be shocked by the price of this visit. So yeah, I'll tell you that at the end. But anyway, the slight disappointment is this little tiny fridge. So it's great that it's got a freezer, it's got the freezer box at the top, but we've brought quite a lot of our own food to eat this time rather than eating out a lot, and this fridge is the smallest fridge apart from, you know, a mini fridge that you just put drinks in that I've ever seen. So a little rail here, I guess for towels, tea towels and so on, and that is the main living space. There is a cupboard here. Will this be, yeah, so that's the boiler, and then they always provide one of these drying racks, which I think is pretty good that they do that. Dustpan and brush as well. Is this a cupboard? Oh yeah, there is another cupboard here. They tend to provide you with cleaning things because they expect you to leave the place nice and clean. So yeah, mop bucket, and I guess it also makes it easier for the cleaners to come in at the end if the cleaning things are already here for them, so they're not having to bring them from a storage space or whatever. Right, so that's the main area. Then you've got this corridor where the main door comes in at, and we're just going to check out what's in all these doors. So this first one, put the light on there, is the bathroom. So we've got a toilet, little sink, a mirror there, you can see me in. There are two little towel rails there with a little shelf. There isn't a cabinet to store anything, that I didn't expect that in a saver really. Little window blind, extractor fan, and then there's like a little walk-in shower here. So let's just have a look. Yeah, so it looks really clean anyway. It's a bit smaller than the ones that you get in, say, a bronze or silver, but still pretty nice. One thing that I thought we would get, which we normally get in these, is, and I've commented on this quite a lot in my videos, you normally get the first toilet roll, and that's really handy for when you arrive, so you don't have to dig around for the toilet roll. But they didn't provide one here, so yeah, I have brought the toilet roll this time. I have forgotten that a few times, and I do like that they've got the towel hooks, because we've been in loads of these caravans where they haven't got the towel hooks. Right, next room. Guessing this will be a small bedroom, yeah. So this is one of the little children's or teenage rooms, or I guess for adults if a few of you come in to stay in one of these. Two little beds. It's kind of standard with the little cupboard in between, a little bit of artwork, and then you've got a tiny little hanging space there, a bit like a wardrobe but not a full wardrobe, and there is a mirror. So there's everything you need, but it is tiny and there's hardly space to walk between the beds. Further along, a few more hooks there, which come in handy for coats and things. And this one is another of these rooms. Now, I'm not complaining about the caravan at all, because when you hear the price we've paid, it is really good value. But one thing I found, which does irritate me a bit about these stays, is they can change the caravan that you book. It's in their policy to change it. I've mentioned this before. And we booked a 2-bed because we don't need the two twin rooms as well as the double bedroom. So we want the main bedroom, and then we book one with a twin, one twin room. And they've given us one with the 3 bedrooms, the main and 2 twin rooms, and it takes away space from that main lounge area, and it also takes away space from the main bedroom. And we specifically booked a 2-bed, and again we've got a 3-bed, and this is the 3rd time that has happened to us, and it does make a difference in a saver because there's not much room. So yeah, it's irritating, but there's nothing you can do about it, because apparently I did complain about it before and it's in their policy. So anyway, this is the main bedroom, and it is tight. There isn't much space either side of the bed, but I found that's true of most of the Havens, especially the bronzes. And as this is only a saver, this is not that different to ones I've stayed in before, so I'm pretty happy with that. And you've got your hooks there, nice window, not very clean though, a mirror, and then there is, it's really hard to get around because I'm crammed in here, but there's this space here with 2 drawers, some hanging space for clothes, and a little place at the top there. Doesn't look like they've provided extra bedding, which they often do. And then there's this little vanity area with the mirror. They have provided a hairdryer. Some of these you have to actually rent that. Little stool to sit on, little shelving unit, sockets above that. Let me just try out the bed. Oh, do you know what? That bed is really firm. That is a firm mattress. Yeah, so they do vary here, but anyway. And then they've got these like spotlight things. Look, there's only one though, so I can't imagine it gets that light in here. Anyway, so far so good. Pretty happy with what we've seen so far. Yeah, so pretty happy with it. The first look around, we're just going to unpack now, and I'm sure there'll be little things that we see during the stay, and I'll fill you in if there's any changes or anything that I notice. But the only little niggle, like I say, it's a bargain holiday, so I'm not going to complain too much. But I don't think the cleanliness of the place is to the standard of all of the Havens I've stayed at before, and I'm quite surprised because you pay for a saver, you don't expect the caravan to be as big, you don't expect as much luxury, but you don't expect scrimping on cleanliness. So I know this could have happened at any time, and it could have happened after it had been cleaned, but there is a lot of bird droppings on the windows. The windows are generally, I don't know how much this will come up on the camera, but they're really quite grubby, all of them. And it's not just bird droppings, general dirt. There's a lot of scratches as well. There was bird droppings on the side of the caravan when we arrived. This surface here, there's like little crumbs and things. You can see, like, I don't know again how this will come up, but you can see like stains. There's like coffee rings and things. It just doesn't look like it's been cleaned quite so well, and I'm really surprised because that's one thing I'm always really impressed with Havens, and I think they sometimes have quite a quick turnaround as well, that they tend to be really clean. Yeah, so it could be a bit cleaner, but generally so far so good. Yeah, we're going to unpack now, and then I'll keep you updated on the rest of the stay and see if we can come to a conclusion of if the saver is worth the saving. We have just ventured out for the day. Managed to get out the caravan, and as you can see it's a little bit cloudy, bit of a dull day, so I don't think we're going to venture too far today, but we are going to just have a proper look at the site because we haven't seen anything yet. We got here last night. Don't know how much you know about how Haven works, but they give you a slot, unless you pay. You can pay to get a specific slot to come early or check in early, but we didn't. We got given the 4 to 5 p.m. slot. Got here about 4:30, and yeah, I only really had time to like unpack, have something to eat, kind of get our bearings and things. We were feeling pretty tired, so didn't really do much yesterday and didn't get a look around the site. We're in mid-October, so we're at that time of year where the nights are starting to draw in and you kind of think you've got a really long day and then suddenly the sun's gone down, so didn't get as much of an evening as we've been used to at the back end of the summer. We're past the summer now. But yeah, we've squeezed in this little cheeky extra trip. Managed to fit it in before the school half term to avoid the inflated prices. Yeah, pretty happy with our caravan. I know I gave you that little tour yesterday, but and there were a few little niggles because it is a saver caravan, it's not luxury, but pretty happy with what you get for your money. Yeah, there's like little things, like I said, it wasn't clean in all the places, but actually when I looked around everything else, I didn't find anything else or any other issues. Bed was comfy, shower was nice, a bit smaller than the ones we've had in other caravans, but nice, comfy, nice hot shower, comfy shower, nice hot shower, and yeah, generally everything was as nice as we could expect it. Anyway, I'm going to have a little look around and see what there is around the area. So the interesting thing about this site, which I haven't seen in other havens that we've been to, is that you've got like all this entertainment stuff just on the edge of the site. So these arcades ahead of us, a little candy corner food van there. Yeah, and I don't think this is owned by Haven. I don't know. If anyone knows, do let me know in the comments. I'm assuming it's not. But we're just coming out of the site and it's right here on the doorstep. So I'm guessing a lot of Haven guests do use that. But it's not the entertainment that's actually provided by Haven. So I'm not sure if they have any, I don't know, any connection with them or if it's just all private. There's a little chip shop across the road as well. Haven does have Cook's Fish and Chips though, so they have got their own fish and chip place. Stardust, arcades, there's quite a few arcades around, entertainment. We're in a bit of a funny area of the site, so we've actually come down onto the road to get back into the holiday village. So you can see the sign up ahead. So we came in around here yesterday to check in, but then we were told to turn around and go back up the road to find our caravan. So behind me where we've just come from is where our caravan is, but this is the main entrance to the site. So yeah, haven't seen any of this yet apart from when we drove in. We got told to just drive round following the mini market signs and go back out onto the road, so didn't really get to see any of it, but anyway. I've just come back out from there because I realised that that is just the area with where you've got the caravan sales and the mini market. I am going to check out the caravan sales. The caravan sales, so that's the ownership office on the left, but up here on the right, just going to have a quick look, up here is the caravans for sale area. They have these at all the Haven sites. They lay out the caravans and they open the doors and you can have a look around. So I'm hoping to check those out later on today or maybe tomorrow, and I'll post that as a separate video. If you're interested in that kind of thing, I have done a couple of these before. So yeah, I'll post the links for those in the description box, but yeah, do check those out if you're interested in that. So this is the indoor swimming pool and the area where you can book activities. And just ahead, we've got the iconic chair. I think they have these at every single Haven. I'm sure you'll recognise this if you've been to a Haven holiday before. We have got the deck chair, where you're supposed to sit on it and have your photo taken. And then we've got the Hopton Pavilion. Now there's a map here, that's useful. Let's just have a little quick look at that, get our bearings. See if I can show you any of that. Yeah, so they've got the facilities there. So we're going to go and have a look at all of that down in the corner here. Just, yeah, trying to get bearings of where we've come. We've got the beach area up there. So we're actually staying in this South Beach area, and the park entrance is down here. There's the mini market I just showed you. So we had to kind of come back onto the main road because that area is a bit off the site really. Anyway, and then we've got a nice little seating area over here. And this is the Hopton Pavilion. Go and have a little quick look inside. It looks like most of it's closed at the moment. So we've got food area, garden house. That is, I always compare these to Wetherspoons, but they always have like a pubby area in all the Havens, and they have these deals like burger and pint deals, paninis, 2 roasts for £18, that kind of thing. Cook's fish and chips, we pretty much always see here. That's shut at the moment. I think that's only open in the evenings, possibly. And then we've got the Marina Bar and Stage. Last trip we went on was to Kent Coast. If you haven't seen that one, again, I'll post a link to that video. But their stage was exactly the same name. It was the Marina Bar and Stage. We have not paid for the play pass, so won't be allowed in there. Got Papa John's advertised there. But if you do get the play pass, you get these boards of activities for each day and evening and all the different activities. But it is an extra cost for the play pass, and then a lot of the activities you then have to pay for on top of the price of the pass. So won't be allowed to go in there without the pass. But we have got some arcades here. Quite a big arcade area. Got a few Halloween things up with us being in October. They've got a few Halloween deals. I haven't seen any decoration or anything yet for Halloween. I don't know if they're saving it for Halloween weekend. Not sure. Anyway, more arcades. Gosh, there's a lot of arcades in here. Arrows guiding me to the Marina Stage. Papa John's. Oh, here it is. So that's closed as well at the moment. It's about lunchtime at the moment. Marina Bar. So we can come in here. I think this is separate to the stage area. So that's just the bar area, which is obviously shut up at the moment with it being the daytime. And then let's just see what's behind here. This is the stage area. So at the moment it's all just empty, but that'll be where the entertainment is later on this evening. And like I said, they are letting me in here at the minute because nothing's on, but we haven't bought the pass, so I won't be able to do any entertainment. There's a Halloween thing here. Maybe some of the entertainment is going to be Halloween themed. I guess that's a possibility. There is a bit of Halloween stuff. Here we go. The prizes for the arcades have got a bit of Halloween decoration. So yeah, that was the Marina Stage and Bar up there. This is a nice little addition that I've never seen here at Haven before. a nice soft play area for the littlies. That is nice. Ooh, there's a little bit more up here. That's really nice. Soft play area recommended for 4 to 11-year-olds. I won't go in because I don't want to be filming the kids, but that does. I'll just go up to here. It's just like a netted area. There is always a laundrette at the Havens. Never used it myself, but people obviously do because I can see things whizzing around. I guess it's handy for if you stay in maybe longer than a week, a couple of weeks maybe. Seem to be a few caravans sort of dumped here. I've seen this before as well. I don't know if these are ones they're getting rid of or bringing onto the site or selling, waiting to be collected, but some of them look nice and new and other ones look a bit less new and nice, so I don't think all those will be brought onto site, but they seem to all have these patches of grass where they have to like sort of dump things. This is ocean view, so I'm expecting a sea view. Some nice caravans around here, a lot with decking. Look at this one. I'm guessing this is privately owned. It's got little steps up, it's got pot plants on the side, little lantern lights. They've got to be private, surely, the ones that look like that. Well, there's definitely a sea view over there. I'm just wondering, I know there are steps down, I know there's a way of getting down to the front. Might just sneak in here, just have a little look. Don't want to invade anyone's privacy, especially if these are their own caravans, but just want to see if there's a path. Wow, look at this view. So these caravans definitely get a sea view. Look at this. It's looking a bit wild today. It's a bit windy, the waves are crashing. Yeah, what a view. But somewhere along here there is a way to get down. Just walking up to find where the steps are down to the sea, but look at some of these caravans. They're like homes. That one's like double. It's like a double one, isn't it? It's like two stuck together. Two decent ones stuck together. Oh, there's a massive lodge here as well. Makes our Saver Caravan look a bit shabby. Anyway, I mean, yeah, get what you pay for and all that. That is nice though, it's got loads of decking as well. Oh, there's a nice sort of seating area over here. Yeah, I'm just wondering if all of these, I'm not sure if all of these are owned. I think some of these caravans might be rented out by Haven. Oh, I think just along here we are going to get to a way down to the sea. Looks like somebody's in the sea. Are they filming? Is that camera on a stick? Not quite sure, but they've waded in. I wonder if they're just getting close-up shots of the waves, maybe. Not sure about that. So this is, by the looks of it, the steps to get down to the beach. I'm all about promoting better access to places like this, and it is a little bit disappointing that yet again this is just steps down and there's no other access. But I do appreciate it is nature, it's a cliffside and sometimes there's not that much that can be done. But yeah, I have mentioned it quite a lot in my videos, a sort of access, and I do like it when things are put in place to help with that. I think it really does affect people's lives, and it allows people to access places. But yeah, I appreciate sometimes that can be quite hard when it's something like this. But anyway, if you're able to manage a few steps, then you can get down from the Haven site to this. There's these big boulders around. Just going to go and see the sea a bit closer. Quite pebbly underfoot. And a beautiful sandy beach. A bit pebbly, but there's definitely some sand. And some amazing waves. If that person was filming the waves, I do not blame him. This is the day to film the waves. Look at these. I'm going to see what I can get without getting wet feet. Let's see. I mean, look at those coming in. I hope the camera does that justice, because they do look amazing in real life, as I say. And then you've got the cedar fences. So yeah, apparently you can walk quite a way along this front and get all the way to Great Yarmouth. So if you're up for a coastal walk, then you can do that directly from Haven Hopton. It's pretty good. It's pretty good having beach access. I know this isn't necessarily the time of year for a day at the beach, but still nice to be able to see the sea and it just be there. Good for dog walkers. I've seen a few of those around. Right, I'll go and head back on up the steps. There's me hammering on about access, and we have just found this accessible way down to the beach. I apologise for that noise. There is someone mowing the lawn around the caravans just behind me. We got woken up by that this morning at our caravans. They seem to be doing the whole site. Anyway, how great is this? Well done, Haven, for having a ramp all the way down to the beach. I hope it does go all the way down. Just see. I'm assuming it does, otherwise what's the point in having a ramp if it doesn't go all the way? Oh no, it doesn't. Well, that's quite disappointing. It stops at some steps down to the beach, so a partial well done. I guess you can still get as far as this and see this beautiful view, but you won't be able to get all the way down if you can't get on your feet. Anyway, I love what they've done with this one. Little gnomes all the way around. A sign saying welcome to our balcony. A little rug. Little gnome couple. That is really nice. we've just come across this area now. Often there are Lakeside View signature caravans, and they tend to be all facing inwards like this around a little lake. This one seems to just be surrounding a fountain. So you've got all the caravans around like this, but they are all lovely. They've all got decking, or most of them have. And it's just a little bit of a nicer area that you pay a little bit extra for. And I'm guessing that this fountain lights up. It's got little, I think it does. I think it's got things that spray out at the sides, and maybe it lights up at night. Anyway, it's a nice little area. We've come to the end of our stay at Hopton. So we're actually escaping an evening early because we need to get back. We normally stay 4 nights, but we're forfeiting our final night because we need to be back. Anyway, I wanted to come to a conclusion about whether it is worth the saving, staying in a saver, and I'm a little undecided. There are a few factors to consider, but mostly I think there are better options. So the main things that I felt we were missing in the saver was the fridge was really tiny. So if you're bringing food to eat for a few days, ours didn't fit in. Like, you couldn't stand up a bottle of milk in the fridge. We had to lean it down. It leaked, so it was a bit of a disaster. Couldn't fit anything in the door of the fridge, so it was nowhere near the size of a normal fridge, which is a bit of an issue because we brought lots of food. The bed was nowhere near the size of a double bed, so it wasn't that comfy. The corridor is a lot narrower to pass by, so if you've got 2 people going down the corridor at the same time, you're bashing into each other, but you know, it's expected from a saver caravan. And another thing which I didn't expect is everything's quite low down, so the kitchen table is a lot lower than you expect of a table, so you're leaning down to everything. Everything seems a lot lower as well as narrower. But the pluses are it's an absolute bargain. I'll come to the price in a moment. And you know, the fixtures and everything are nice. The curtains and the blinds and everything just the same as we've had the pictures and things in the other caravans that we've stayed in. We had the bedding provided still. The bathroom was surprisingly big. It's bigger than ones we've had in bronze and silver caravans. So that was really good. There was a lot of space taken away from the lounge because they gave us, yet again, a 3-bedroom caravan when we booked a 2-bedroom caravan. And I told you before that that's happened to us 3 times, and it does take away space. And I find it a little bit irritating that you book one and you don't get what you book. So that's a little niggle. But other than that, it's an absolute bargain. So for 4 nights, although we're only using 3 of the nights, we only paid £49 for this caravan, so I can't really complain about anything at that price. I mean, the complaints I'm making are just general about the caravan and comparing it to other caravans we stayed in, but I'm not really making a complaint at all because it was an absolute bargain. Obviously, it's in school term time, we're not in school holidays, so yeah, it was you know, a lot cheaper than it would be in school holiday time. I think my conclusion around the saver is that if you can afford it, I'd probably go for a bit more space, especially if you're taking a family. And the other thing I'd say is that often the bronze is only about £20 more expensive. Like when this is 49, sometimes that's only 69. So personally, I'd pay the extra 20 quid to just get that bit of extra space, the better fridge and so on. But I don't know if some of the savers do have a full-size fridge because I've only stayed in this one. So do let me know if you've been in a saver and you know you found that you do have those things that I've mentioned included. Anyway, that concludes our little stay at Hopton. I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Thank you to everyone who's subscribed to the channel so far. There will be more videos coming your way, and I hope to see you again soon. Thanks for watching.